we saw the offense score 4 touchdowns on the first 5 drives. Obviously, you had the missed field goal at the end of the first half. What happened late with some of those missed fourth down attempts and not taking advantage of the short of the field?
There were a lot of things getting the play call to the guys on my end. Guys kind of figuring out where to line up. The environment at that particular time was giving us some problems with the crowd noise. So just better execution on my end and for us offensively.
Tua, did you feel like you were kind of in a shootout with Justin Fields, but for a different reason, his legs and your arm, and you just had to go back and forth, and you knew you couldn't give them a break?
Well, I would say the way we looked at it offensively is we don't have to press. We don't have to do anything outside of whatever that play entails. Just do your job, do your assignment, and the points will take care of itself. So we weren't necessarily looking at the scoreboard. We were just trying our best every time that we were given the ball to go out and score.
Can you talk a little bit about your receiving core? It seems like if they take Waddle away from you, you find Tyreek and vice versa, things like that the whole game.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is if one gets doubled, we're looking for the other, and if that one is doubled as well, if they double both of them, then we got to find the next guy. So they both complement each other, but they also both complement everyone else on our offense.
So what have you learned about this team in tough road victories at Baltimore, at Detroit, and now here?
I've learned a lot. The resiliency of our team, the resiliency of our guys to continue to fight, to continue to not give up on the game, regardless of how close the game is or how out of hand it may be. We continue to fight, so that's what I'm proud of with our team up to this point.
Well, you guys got something in the middle wide open most of the night. What was going on that you were able to just exploit that and just have you had throw so more than normal throws to wide open receivers?
Can you say that again?
Sorry. Just what was going on, you're able to exploit what was going on in the secondary and the wide open receivers.
Yeah, I think the offense, the complexity of what they're seeing defensively, guys motioning, guys moving, shifting, things like that. But I think their defense did a really good job with the second half adjusting. It's I wouldn't say our guys are necessarily just wide open. We're playing the game within the game as the Bears are playing the game within the game. So that's not to discredit anything that they've done as well.
What did Jeff Wilson give you today on the ground as a receiver? And I thought I saw a pretty good block by him at one point also.
Yeah. Wow. That's what I got to say. Wow. It's his first game with us, and he almost takes one to score. And then that same drive, he basically Reggie Bushed and dove for the touchdown. You don't see that often. So for someone like him to come from the Niners and fit right into our offense like that, tells you a lot about his work ethic, tells you a lot about who he is as a player and who he is as a professional. So, wow.
Did you guys feel like you were in control of this game, even though they kept kind of coming back at you, but it was your game to win?
Well, we were just playing 60 minutes. Offensively, not looking at the scoreboard. And really just, like I said, every opportunity that we got having the ball, we were just trying to score every time.
I know you slipped a couple times when you were trying to make cuts, and this field doesn't always have the best reputation. How was the conditions today out there?
I think the conditions were actually pretty good out there. There were some slips, but when I went out to go check the field pregame, it looked like they like put some new grass there, or they cut the grass. So it felt good.
Tua, how do you feel about the team overall right now? And obviously you just added Chubb and Wilson, but do you feel that you're hitting your stride, playing complementary football, doing the things you want to do?
Yeah, there are at points in the game where we are doing what we said we wanted to do. And then there's also a fair amount of plays and times that, we don't. So it's a continuation of us working together and coming in tomorrow, and working on those things and talking about those. And, I think it'll be good that, we can hold each other accountable for some of the things that were going on that we didn't execute.
So I'm guessing there's one throw you'd like to have back, fourth down, might be in right, might be in right, but what happened on that?
Yeah. Well, I seen him, and I was getting ready to throw it to him, and I think he took a look up, and so it kind of threw off the way I was going to throw it to him because I didn't know if he was going to turn up or not. And so he looked up, and I was getting ready to throw. Then the ball came out, and he looked back. So that's something that I'll need to work on to get better with.
Tua, we see your numbers, and they're very impressive. How do you feel you're playing right now?
It can always get better. It can always be better. And so we're looking forward to. So we'll enjoy this win tonight, and then we'll move on to who do we play next? And then we'll move on to the Browns. Sorry, I legit forgot.
Did you get a chance to see Justin not playing? Obviously, you're looking at film a lot, but how much did he impress you today?
Oh, he impressed me a lot. How much rushing yards did he have? He had like 200?
173 something.
Jeez. I mean, dude's a baller. Dude's a baller. And, he was making some plays in the pass game as well. But I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the success that he's finding. He's finding himself in this league. And, I think people are starting to recognize more the more he gets out and has those opportunities to play.
So how are you feeling with your game right now? I look at you and you're going through your progressions. If it's not there, you're dumping off and throwing the ball away when you can throw it away. Are you feeling that growth and the confidence that comes along with that in your game?
Yeah, I would say whatever the play entails for us, that's what I always revert to is if this play doesn't entail you to force the ball here, then don't do it, which none of the plays do. So just continue to progress, and then just know where to go with the ball on every play.
How many times can you throw the ball to those two guys in one game?
However many times they can get open.